Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. All right, let's get to this reading. In the past, we have judgment, truth, the scales. Someone's being weighed. Ooh, this is okay. Truth. Ooh, it feels like uncomfortable truths. This judgment, what's this about? What does the viewer need to know most about judgment in the past? Okay. Oh, okay. We got a lot of people coming out. Okay. I'm getting a Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, and a Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Cups energy, it feels like it's hard for this energy to get out of the house. It's hard for this energy to make plans, to actually make moves. It's a very sweet and kind energy, very loving. It feels like I'm just going to gender as the cards are to make it easy. This does feel like your energy, viewer, that you're someone very kind, very sweet, but there's something about, it feels like you believe that everything has already happened. You feel kind of stuck in the house, stuck, unmotivated to really take action on something is what I'm getting. There's a King of Pentacles. Feels like you might be in a relationship with this King of Pentacles, someone secure, stable, financially abundant. And then there's this toxic feminine energy. She's showing up as not just the Queen of Swords in reverse, but also with her back turned, very icy cold. This energy does feel very cold, calculated. And she showed up with the Lovers reversed. So it feels like she's just had a breakup, and it feels like that also feels like her plan to break up the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Could be a water sign and an earth sign, break up a water sign and earth sign, break up someone very loving, very nurturing, someone more earth sign. All right, so the overall energy is judgment. I do feel, yeah, lying, cheating, stealing. What do we need to know? How does this relate to the overall energy in the past of judgment and truth? Thank you. Okay, there's lying, cheating, stealing going on, and also a need to be tactical. I'm getting both meanings of this card. And then it feels like there's this I don't want to be alone energy. anything but being alone. I don't want to move away from this. It's walking on eggshells in this environment. There's so much judgment here. It feels like you're being judged. It feels like people are weighing you, like as in like, and judging that you're not upright, upstanding, that you don't belong, you're ineffectual. It feels like you might be staying in this environment because you don't want to be alone. Feels like there's a plot by this toxic feminine to break up this couple with a lot of lies and deception, creating even more of an imbalance here. There's mental manipulation here. Feels like this Queen of Swords in reverse, this was done to her. And instead of being like, wow, I really don't enjoy being discarded and hurt and abandoned and whatever breakup that she went through that's so painful, instead she's like, I'm going to go get a partner. That's it. So I'm getting that everybody in this does not want to be alone. Anything but being alone. The Queen of Cups has a bit of that. King of Pentacles has that. Queen of Swords has that. It feels like there's a lot of talk, negative talk. It feels like the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles feels like it starts with small talk, negative about how unhappy their lives are, and then it looks like escalates to a plan of the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords reverse coming together, creating a breakup between the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So, interesting. This is very Machiavellian. There's a lot of judgment, a lot of cruelty in this, a lot of people being very impatient and wanting what they want, and there's no truth to being discussed. It's all lies and deception. What's interesting is it feels like you've been judged. Ineffectual, not enough. You need to be discarded is what I'm perceiving here. And instead of communicating that to you, it feels like it feels like you're being handled. It feels like you're being manipulated. What is this? So obviously, so the King of Pentacles has pulled his energy away from the Queen of Cups and is operating, connecting with the Queen of Swords in reverse. There's a financial component to this as well. Like the King of Pentacles is like, I'm going to take my energy, my money elsewhere. Ugh. And I'm going to make it so the Queen of Cups can't make moves, move on. So it's not just breakup, it's a discard. It feels like the Queen of Cups has been judged. And there's a plan here to for a painful discard. Make it so you can't you can't come back from this. Wow. And you're being ganged up on. I see at least the two people against one here. Feels very deceptive. Feels like this could be an affair partner. All right, in this current energy, we have the Nine of Swords. Suffering in silence. Nine of Swords is one of the stuckiest, stickiest cards. When I'm experiencing Nine of Swords, I'm all up in my head, terrified. Everything feels very fearful, but I'm in a comfort zone. So it's not painful enough. I'm willing to take action to get out of that space. But I'm overthinking something to the point where I'm stuck in my fears. Okay, so it looks like someone, that's why they're afraid. Justice is coming in this energy, in the current energy, justice, truth. Someone does not like this. They're terrified and in their emotions because they don't want this justice. Boy, they're really afraid. This feels like the King of Pentacles energy, but they're showing up as the King of Cups in reverse in this current energy. They're feeling very emotionally unstable, very fearful, very worried because of this justice energy. Because of justice, for me, is like balancing out, balanced thinking. Someone's reworked something. Someone who was judgment in reverse in the past, someone who was criticized has reworked things. This feels like your energy. It feels like you went your own direction after this painful discard. Adios. It feels like slow going as you leave this environment, having to rework things, relearn things after being incredibly painfully judged. Painfully judged by people who cannot be criticized themselves. Like the amount of judgment that was placed on you, it feels like these people are very insecure and they don't know how to uplift themselves other than how they tear other people down. It feels like that's a common practice, a soothing practice of, you might have even done this activity with this person in the past. Like it made them feel better to look around and judge people and just kind of like, to just little activities. So this person is constantly needing to self-soothe their ego that I'm good, I'm doing great, by judging others and criticizing others. It's a coping strategy, but it doesn't feel like, it feels like this Queen of Swords in the past took advantage of that coping strategy. You're better than this. Yeah. You deserve better. Yeah. And look at that. Yeah. And so the Queen of Swords in reverse took advantage of a program of self-soothing that this person already had going. It feels like they were, it feels like the truth is coming out. People are more balanced in their thoughts in this energy. Justice also with astrology. There's a lot of truths coming out this fall. A lot of people seeing what was done in the dark comes to light type of energy. It looks like not only did you go your own direction, learn a new way of being after being judged, that doing this created a lot of inner strength within you because you had to face a lot of fears. Maybe that's part of it. You're afraid to leave the house or afraid to take action on things in the past. And maybe this gave you the opportunity or the push to face your fears, and it looks like you are very confident. You have an inner strength now that you're intimidating people with this confidence that you have. Oh, because you're not operating. There's a lot of lies and deception and judgment spread in the past about you, not just between these two. And you operated differently than they expected. You behaved differently than expected. You went your own direction despite the judgment. Feels like you're following a calling that you have. Feels like you were playing such a small role in the past that expansion just was much easier than keeping cramped, keeping small, keeping it, being the smallest version of yourself. And chronically being around someone who's so insecure that operates in a way that they need to be, their ego needs to be fluffed constantly and put other people down to make them feel powerful is, it's not an environment conducive to expansion, but just someone stuck in their ego. Yeah, it looks like you were meant to carry the burdens of the relationship in the past. Now it looks like you are protecting yourself from this very person. You're guarded. They create confusion wherever they go. All right, let's see what's hidden. Material and spiritual prosperity, 6 of Pentacles. This image and the energy reminds me of Mr. Darcy. I'm even hearing the Keira Knightley Darcy movie is what I'm thinking of. Beautiful, beautiful blessings, feeling blessed, feeling prosper, so much abundance coming in. This feels like your energy, and it feels like that's what's hidden. It doesn't feel like you found Mr. Darcy. It feels like you are Mr. Darcy. Pride and Prejudice is the movie I'm thinking of with Keira Knightley. Gosh, I keep seeing images of on the cliff with the beautiful piano music playing, blowing in the hair. There's some freedom that you have. It does feel like prosperity. It's not just financial. It feels like your spirit is free. You're feeling very blessed. Wow. I'm also getting you're feeling very blessed, so you're receiving blessings, and blessings flow to and through you. So it also feels like you are you're not just holding on to those blessings and creating a pool for yourself. It feels like you are flowing the 6 of Pentacles blessings and prosperity energy and pointing it towards what you want to see grow in your environment. So not only are you being blessed, but it feels like you are blessing others with material and spiritual prosperity. Beautiful. Wow. All right. Anything else in what's hidden? What do we need to know? What are the most important messages that the viewer needs to know? Nine of Swords reverse. So the Nine of Swords is the energy, overall energy in the main present time. Oh, you got yourself unstuck. You faced your fears. You got out of a comfort zone, and that's why you have this blessings. That's what I was getting. The Queen of Cups in the past with the Two of Wands felt very stuck. Like you weren't following your passions and desires, not outside the house. It feels like in a small way you were following your passions and desires, but you weren't going out into the world. But you got yourself unstuck and out of a comfort zone. Maybe this relationship in the past was a comfort zone. And once you faced your fears, you've found your inner confidence. You don't find real confidence by allowing your fears to dictate and keep you small and not making moves. You find that confidence by facing the fears, doing it anyway, doing it scared, doing it afraid, but doing it anyway. Feels like you've been following your passions and you're near a harvest in this current energy. All right. Anything else about what's hidden? I'm also getting that there was something here about in the past about taking the abundance, taking your abundance, making it so you couldn't move on, move forward. But it looks like you have that Six of Pentacles energy. So even if in the past this person took your money, took what's yours, what is for you energetically. So it feels like in the past, I'm going to leave this behind. This is unworkable, facing fears. And in this current energy, you've been learning a new pathway, facing fears. You're very confident. You're near a harvest. There's abundance coming in. It feels like you've created justice for yourself. What I'm perceiving here is you're not waiting around in a victim mentality for justice to come in. You are becoming the energy of what you want to see in the world. Isn't that a quote from Gandhi? Be the change you want to see. Feels like you've become justice. You're very level-headed in your thinking and your perception. And you're creating justice for yourself. Equality, equity, balance, balanced thoughts. There's a level of maturity here, a level of growth, definitely stronger. And I can see why this person in the past that you were connected to is terrified, is stuck. They're stuck in the trap that they've set for you. That's what this is. You got out of the trap that they set for you, creating justice for yourself, and they're nervous. Why? Anything? They might be receiving karma. Anything the viewer needs to know more about what's hidden? Nah, let's move on. Nice. The outcome and advice is Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Look how powerful that person is. How confident that stance is. It does feel like you have the higher ground in this current energy. In the past, it feels like you might have stayed in an environment because fears, not knowing what to do, not wanting to. It feels like you're very alone in the past, and it's almost, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the steps to take. I don't know how to get out of this. And so this Queen of Swords in reverse showing up to break up this relationship feels, as painful as this is, very painful, very definitely egoically painful to have someone treat you, disrespect you in this way. Very painful, but it feels like it's been done for you. That's the truth. That's the judgment. That you are living in a version of yourself that was so small, and you were being called to a different path, to wake up to a different way of being. And it looks like you took that, created a new life for yourself underneath all this judgment, and have incredible strength, and you've become justice, balanced, fair. It feels like you did not like the treatment and being judged in the past and how you were treated. So you're creating the stability and security for yourself. You're embodying that justice energy. And you've got the higher ground. You feel very confident. For some of you, the Seven of Wands in the original image, the person has two different shoes on, and they've rushed to this defensive to protect the higher ground. And so there's some rushing, not feeling quite ready. And it feels like there's something coming towards you, something coming down the pike that's creating more justice for you. To take action on this. You are ready. You might not feel ready, but you are ready for whatever this new and exciting adventure coming in. It's something that you're going to want to fight for. Okay. Okay. It's a little drama in the advice and outcome. So we're getting a little bit of a hit on the Queen of Swords in reverse from the past, the person that created a breakup between the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. It looks like the Queen of Swords in reverse is now very much in overwhelm, emotional over. It feels like whatever she wanted to create for the Queen of Cups, for you, she's created for herself. She's in a massive amount of overwhelm, emotional overwhelm. Both the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords are showing up as the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed. They are a pretty good match. They're both very cold. They don't know how to deal with emotions. They're both very cold. There's emotional overwhelm here, a lot of fears, Nine of Swords, suffering in silence. It looks like you're in High Priestess energy, very intuitive, following your intuition, following your guidance. Feels like they are asking, how did the Queen of Cups do that? How did you do that? How did the viewer do this? If they were all alone and we ganged up on her to discard her, and who's been working with her to create this justice? It feels like they don't recognize that you did it with your intuition, with being intuitive. The High Priestess has unlimited potential. Feels like you've been following a middle way, being very balanced. You're no longer sacrificing yourself, and it feels like the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in reverse wanted to sacrifice you so they could be together, so they could take what's yours, discard you painfully so you would never come back, is what it feels like. But it looks like you were not in agreement with that plan. Boy, it also feels like there's communication coming in. It doesn't feel like they're communicating with you. It feels like this King of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles in the past, has a lot of negative things to say to everyone about you to create. So this is a smear campaign to create confusion. People are starting to see this, that this person who you were in a connection with in the past is operating from their fear, still trying to control a narrative. What about thank you. Oh, the third party, Queen of Swords in reverse in the past, it looks like there's just so much grief, so much sadness. Definitely this Queen of Swords reverse from the past in this outcome and advice moving forward, it looks like she's very upset, overwhelmed with emotions. So she feels her emotions bigly. She centers her emotions. And so there's a lack of empathy for others, but her emotions are just, and they mean so much. So this is a victim. She's now a victim. It feels a little like these are the consequences of the actions that you took. She's not capable of perceiving that at all. She's very much a victim. You've got the higher ground here. I'm also getting create healthy boundaries. Protect yourself from these energies. It feels like your partner is telling everyone who will listen, family, friends, just this boo-hoo story and their excuses and why, and just they're still repeating the same patterns, trying to control a narrative about you, trying to talk negatively about you. And then the toxic feminine is just so upset. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So why she's so upset is she feels fooled by the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, the person you were in a connection with in the past, is unmasked, is unmasking themselves. They're saying a lot of cruel things, cruel communications. it does not feel like things are going well between the two that created a painful discard for you, and enjoyed it as well, laughed, judged you. And so now it feels like you've pulled your energy from it and you've gone your own way. And instead of fighting, it feels like they thought you were going to fight, you were going to stay, and that was going to be so much fun to get to continue to punish you, hurt you, see you hurt, judge you constantly. I think they thought that you were going to stay around to be a scapegoat, that they can constantly feel better about themselves. But it doesn't feel like you engaged. It feels like you learned a different way, went on your way, created something new for yourself, and you've had quite a success. And so by leaving them without that someone to scapegoat, someone to punish, someone to make themselves feel better and superior to, you having a glow up and getting out of the way, it feels like this is not a loving connection. There's heartbreak here. There's a lot of masking and painful lies and deception. I also get the feeling that it's just falling apart. It's not, they created something very toxic, and it feels like you took your energy, you used your really good judgment and went elsewhere. And what they have created is just a lot of toxicity, a lot of suffering. So, all right, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Take care. So many cards. All right. Bye.